I've never been to London before. I imagine it smelling cold, wet, damp, just like any other ancient city. This London, however, smells fantastic. Burberry London by the House of Burberry. This scent is fantastic. I love it. It fits the season that we're in right now, which is the holiday season. We're talking winter, we're talking fall. I love it. And here in America, we have Thanksgiving, late November, and then of course late December we have Christmas. And this is perfect for these. Let me just start off by describing my feelings about the bottle. It does have this Burberry pattern. It looks like this bottle's wearing a cute little scarf. I don't like, however, that the bottle is black. It just kind of juxtaposes against the actual fabric. It should have been more of a brown or burgundy color, but that's just my opinion. It does stick out among my collection just because it is unique looking. It is cute. Now let me talk about the notes inside of this beautiful juice. On the top we have lavender, bergamot, and cinnamon. And boy, do you get that cinnamon in there. It's so lovely. In the mid we have mimosa and leather. Leather. In the base we have opopanax, tobacco leaf, guaiac wood, and oak moss. Oh my goodness, this stuff is amazing. Here, let me put some on real quick and I'm going to give you my impression of the first opening. Oh my God, it's really sweet, but not in a bad way. It's not like a floral type of sweet. It's like port wine and cinnamon. Imagine drinking some cinnamon wine. When this stuff opens up, it is amazing. It smells so good. It's sweet and warm and smoky. I will admit though, the dry down for me is a lot better because a lot of the sweetness goes down and you're getting more of that tobacco and this real good smoky scent. And I'm not talking about cigarette smoke, okay you guys? I'm talking about pipe tobacco smoke or even like some burning wood. I'll have to admit, it doesn't really project that far and it lasts on me about 6 hours. I can smell it a little bit longer in the day, really close to my skin. But as far as like getting, the actual impact of the fragrance, 6 hours for me tops. Especially in this type of weather where it's a lot cooler, it's not going to really project. And if you're wearing a lot of layers of clothes, it might have a hard time cutting through that. I do live in Southern California, so a sweater, and a jacket is basically as much as I'm going to layer on. So it can cut through a little bit better for me here. And like I said, when this stuff dries down, it is incredible. For me, it has this smoky smell, and that smoke is the X factor for me. It does get a lot of compliments, but people need to be in close, to actually smell it on me once it dries down, because it does become a skin scent. Now, I'm going to put this out there, okay? You know who I imagine wearing this? Bilbo Baggins. And I'm not talking about Bilbo Baggins from There and Back Again. I'm talking about Bilbo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings, a well-traveled, well-adventured, well-off hobbit. I mean, if you imagine, he's got a priceless ring, probably tons of treasure that he burgled. He's a man of leisure at this point. Now picture the scene. It's the Shire, late fall, early winter. It's damp outside. And Bilbo is inside of his warm hobbit hole next to the fire, drinking a glass of port wine and eating little cinnamon cakes, when all of a sudden, a rap at the door. It's Gandalf. Gandalf comes in, and of course he's wearing some niche, smoky oud fragrance that of course he probably came up with himself. He sits down next to Bilbo. They both reach into their tobacco pouch and pull out a pinch of tobacco and load it into the bowl of their pipe, light it up, take a puff, and that smoke wafts up into the room. Bilbo, my dear, you smell fantastic. And he does. Now when I say the 111-year-old Bilbo Baggins is wearing this, I'm not in any way saying that this is an old man fragrance. No way. I'm talking about this is a more refined, gentlemanly, leisurely fragrance. It's not a man on the run type of fragrance. You know what I mean? It's real subtle, and it does, for me, it really gives this impression of relaxing, the holidays, being mellow and chilling out with your family. That being said, who should wear this? Well, in my opinion, anybody can really wear this. There's no real age. Boom, and suddenly I'm outside. Why am I outside? Well, because I was filming the video earlier inside the house, and I'm doing it with my iPhone, and frankly, the thing wouldn't stop ringing. I got distracted, I got pulled away, but I wanted to finish this review, and you know what? I wanted to come outside in this beautiful, chilly weather, you know, because it kind of suits this fragrance. It really does. So where was I? I was talking about Bilbo and Gandalf, but I digress. Anyways, I just feel that this fragrance really works for so many different people. I mean, who should wear this? I believe that so many different people can wear this, from a mature teenager to a refined gentleman and everywhere in between. It's inexpensive, $30 for 100 ml if you get it on Amazon or Ross or TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack, you know. What type of clothes should you wear with this fragrance? I'd say jacket, sweater, a nice turtleneck, even like a nice flannel shirt, rock the beard like a lumberjack look. So I just want to thank you for joining me today and you know, listening to me just kind of talk about this fragrance. I know there's so many other people online that are talking about this, and they may have a more accurate description or more eloquent, or you know, a presentation or whatever, but you know, but I'm just having an off the cuff kind of you know what I mean, discussion about how I feel about this fragrance. It is incredible. So I would recommend this definitely for the gentleman in your life. You know, you can get, it's a good Christmas present. You know, I wore this through Thanksgiving. I wore this I'm going to be wearing it on Christmas morning. I'm going to spray it all over my sheets Christmas Eve and sleep at night and have sugar plums dancing in my head. It's amazing. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching this and joining me today. My name is Brian, by the way, and I hope we can be friends. I'll admit, I'd never been to London before. I imagine it smelling cold, wet, dank. It's an old ancient city. This London, however, smells fantastic.